Hello and karibu sana to this channel. So today I just want to do a sound reset from this wonderful system that I'm using currently. The reason why I do the sound reset after every like a month or two, it is because I usually have a young team here that streams for us during the service. So because of constant change and touching of here and there, and they're experimenting, that's why you can hear this is the lead mic, and to some degrees it sounds so dry. And also on Sunday I realized that the kick during the service is not there, and so I just thought, why not reset? So take a listen at just a part of the service, more so during the worship. So this is what we heard. So that's what we had, and I thought it would be nice if I do a reset of the system because kuna too much that has happened, including the reinstallation of the streaming softwares and the sound softwares. So it becomes a challenge for them. They are not yet there in terms of setting up the sound. So that's why I do a reset. But the young guys, I'm happy when I see them doing that which they do each Sunday. So maybe next Sunday I can stream them, so you get to see those young boys from the Sunday school, and some are headed to the teens. So we are guaranteed that in Polycarp tutakuwa na technicians. So it doesn't bother me to keep on resetting and setting and allowing them to experiment and do their thing. So I was hoping now I can do this video. Maybe later on I'll do a better one. So kwa zile vitu nitapitia over and you will not be able to get, please feel free to reach out na tutasaidiana where we can. So allow me to take you through to what exactly I am using. I'm using a Behringer XR 18 in connection with the Yamaha MGP 32. Apparently for the moment 18 ports bado is limiting us in terms of inputs, so we are praying and hoping for a bigger mixer, but at the moment I'm combining the two, the analog and the digital one, to try and get everyone in the same place. So let me just show you what I have on the display. That is the vMix for streaming, and I have the XAir. This is its software for running it. So I have it open here, but above here, that's where it is. Behind me, you can see this is the MGP 24. So that's it. So we will start with this microphone. I have, they are not, I know what sound mtacheka, but these are not our main microphones. These are just for singing. We have Shure MG58 for the leading of the service, but these ones I got at a reasonable price. So we got 8 pieces. So I have 3 here, and behind me you can see 4. So plus the one I'm holding, that is 8. I got them 8 pieces at 49,000. So I thought, because more so with the Anglicans, that during the service we usually don't have like 2 hours or 1 whole hour of praise and worship. Is usually at most 15 minutes. So for the time being, they serve the purpose, and I'm okay with that. I know you can hear some breathing, some she sound. We are going to sort that. That is among the things that I'm supposed to handle, so that by Sunday they can have a starting point, and then they mess up, or they grow, and then I'll come and reset again, and tunaendelea. So allow me to change kidogo so that we can see. I hope you can see from my screen here. The microphone I'm using is labeled lead, this one. So if it goes off. So other than that, as you can hear, there was that one microphone that was tempered with. I wouldn't say tempered with, but it's hissing. It is, we call it breathing. So we'll have to sort that one out first. Allow me to quickly find it. This one. So the microphone, to some degree it is loud, which is okay. I can tell what they were going for, but we need to make it a little bit more settled and quiet kidogo. So I think you can hear me quite right. But if I were to maybe zoom in to what is happening, allow me to do that. So as you can see, have really reduced the input. For sorry, something here is not working right. Sorry, just a moment. Perhaps I will get it working better. Sorry, just I'm trying to connect my phone to the streaming app so that I can try to use it and show you what I have or what I've done. So bear with me for just a minute. I'll have it down in a few. Okay. The adverts, they can really be annoying. I guess we ought to buy the software and stop relying on the free softwares or apps. Anyway, as my phone tries to relaunch the streaming app camera, yeah, there we go. So it should be up. Yeah. So as you can see, the gain for that specific mic is still set very low, but you can still hear some breathing. So I have to check the compression level for that channel. So compression yake ilikuwa imewekwa juu sana. So other than that, you can also do an adjustment, balancing. I can see here it's at 5, I think. So having this at least at about 15 or 14, that is for that microphone. Having it higher kidogo and reducing the level of compression alongside minding the highs in the EQ, alongside with noting the ratio at which the recording output is at, and you can hear that mic level has really gone down, and we can also do a compensation here kidogo to And I want to believe that now the hissing is quite minimal. I can still hear it, but I will keep working on it. The process is the same, ensuring that your microphone gives you not so loud, but adequate enough output, so that when it comes in as an input, it's not as hot as it was. So in that way, maybe now you can be able to balance and know what is loud and what is not loud. And that is independent based on the kind of microphones that you're using. The ones that I'm using, I told you they are not that high end. I just needed some for the BGV, and given that we had a shortage of microphones, so I decided to go with that. Now that that is settled, we now have to sort a few things. Number one, allow me to now shift from these back to because this is the one we use for the lead, and from what you've heard, it doesn't sound as it should. So we get back to it, and allow me to draw your attention here. I think I should get a microphone stand. Otherwise, he kujishikia mic is not being helpful. Allow me to nieke hiyo service. You can continue listening. Unaweza endelea kusikiza. I'll do the volume very low so that it doesn't mess up.
Sometimes you get high. You'll get many coins, sometimes fewer coins. And that was a life.
It's coming down, it's coming down, it's coming down, oh, it's coming down. When the praises go up, His glory comes down. Higher. Come on, just give the Lord a dance. When you praise Him, His healing comes down. And when you praise Him, His mercy comes down. yako yatuona sisi watoto wako. Ulimtoa Yesu mwana wako wa pekee, alikufa msalabani. Sasa tuko huru tukiomba kwako Baba. Sikio lako ni wazi kwetu, macho yako yatuona sisi watoto wa. Ulimtoa Yesu mwana wako wa pekee, alikufa msalabani. Sasa tuko
the adoration this morning. May we receive all the praise, receive all the glory, O God. And as the deer pants for water, this morning we just long for you, O God. This morning we just want to hunger for you, O God. It's our prayer, it's my prayer, and I hope it's everyone's prayer, that we'll desire to know God more. That you're going to desire to understand Him more than we know about Him, more than we hear about Him. That we'll have that personal desire, that you're going to know Him even more. We are going to understand Him, ya kwamba tutamjua zaidi ya vile tunamjua.
Sorry for that. I hope now I won't have to keep going away from the microphones. So, according to what we have right now, this is my setup. And sorry, let me mute the microphone. From the app so that you can hear me clearly. So this is what I have open. So we are going to start with this lead microphone, the one that I'm currently using. So the number one thing I want to check is the gain level. And as you can see, my gain structure is somewhat wanting. I'm supposed to be having about 18 dBs, negative 18 dBs, but at the moment I'm hitting very low at about 45 or 42 there. So I'll first adjust the dBs that I get here to at least get a minimum of either 18 or thereabout. So I'll do that while still listening for the hissing sound. So if the hissing I get to that level, I stop there and then try to balance it out. So I can hear it. So that means that I need to adjust the input for that microphone. So right here it's at 18. I would adjust that to about 20 here, and then I'll come back, because right now I'm hitting at probably negative 27, 28. That is when I'm speaking. But this is a lead microphone. Usually itatumika kuimba, not for speaking. So if the one using it will end up maybe shouting or screaming for some reason, I need to be able to hit 18 at top. So sorry for my voice. I'll try to scream into it, or to belt. So it's called. So hallelujah. So you can see it's still hitting way, way high, and that is what I do not want. So I have to sort that out. So when I belt, it shouldn't be hitting about 15 or 11. That is too hot. So we reduce that to some degree. And now when I belt, or when I top up my voicing, you can hear, but you can see actually that I'm hitting 18 dBs at most. Usiye bado is still loud, so we can reduce that some bit more. Usiye shindwa, usiye shindwa, wewe ni Mungu usiyeshindwa. So I'm hitting negative 18 on the meter. So this one is the direct input. This is the output level that I am hitting, of which I need to also ensure that I get an output of relatively about that amount, either 18 towards that. So if I'm to belt here, usiyeshindwa. So you can see I'm hitting about that is 28, there about 28 dBs. So I'm less by about 10 dBs. So if I don't get my dBs right here, that is why you cannot hear me so clearly on the other side. So we need to get our dBs right from this moment. So from this point, because this is the output now towards either our right or our left. So I need to just choose one first. We experiment, and then we bring the other up to that level. So on my right, I need to get at least an output dB of about 18, negative 18 dB. So to get that, this mixer comes with a certain compression system that compensates for such. So if I were to have the compression out, you can see it's not it's off, so you can hardly hear me. But if I put it on, it is not working as a compressor. I'm just using it for the sake of the volume and volume alone. So it compensates for the volume by not compressing, because if I were to now activate and maybe have a compression level of, let's say, there, and let me put it a little bit harsh, and have a harsh compression, you see now it hits down on even the volume more. So for every dB that goes above the threshold, it is giving me a compression of about 12 dBs. That is too high. So because of volume and have used, what I need is volume. I need my volume added. So I'll have it at that, and then increase the total gain from the compression. And when I do that, you can now start hearing me. And when you look at my meter, it is hitting about negative 23, 24, 25. So if I were to sing, it should hit at least 18 or 20. Wewe ni Mungu usiyeshindwa, usiyeshindwa, usiyeshindwa. And also when I'm doing that, my microphone is not that close to my mouth, so it's at a minimum of 3 fingers apart or away. Usiyeshindwa, usiyeshindwa, wewe ni Mungu usiyeshindwa. So if I were to belt, it will get to 18, which I think it is okay, given that there is no hissing sound. So we work towards getting a clean sound, so that now we can work on it. So that is for the lead. Now, because there are some effects that I'm going to add on it, the reason as to why I'm comfortable at it hitting either negative 23, 24, 25 dBs is because when you incorporate some of these effects, they tend to add to the volume. So for instance, let me show you here. If I were to now include the reverb functionality, that is in, I have it set to effect rack number 4, that is my reverb, that is chamber reverb. If I were to now start increasing the volume for that reverb, as you can see now I'm hitting at either 21, speaking at 21, and a top of 17 or 16. So if I were to sing, then it will either go to 15. Wewe ni Mungu usiyeshindwa. It's good, but I need it to be hitting at 18, considering that that's just one effect, and I need to add at least 3 more. So that is the whole effect. Then I have my delay for the lead mic. It is set rack number 2. So if you take a look at my rack number 2, this is my delay. So my delay also comes with a bit of reverb. so it will add to the volume, the overall volume. So that's why I really have to ensure that each time I keep them at check. So if I were to now come here and now increase this to at least an amount that you can note. If I were to, let me switch off the reverb so that you can get to hear the delay. Acha niongeze a bit of volume, but I will kick it down later so that you get to hear it. So if this is my delay, 1, 2, 3. So it's just for adding character in the lead mic. So for the sake of them that like to feel or to hear those nice effects on their mics. Besides, if we were to put it as dry as it comes from the mixer to the online, there will be very little character for that mic. So that's why I just enjoyed having it sounding that. So if I put the two of them, usiyeshindwa, usiyeshindwa, wewe ni Mungu, usiyeshindwa, 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 wewe ni Mungu, usiyeshindwa, 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 wewe ni Mungu, usiyeshindwa, 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 wewe ni Mungu, usiyeshindwa. I believe that the character is there. Now, we also have to consider what goes to the online, what is heard in the online while streaming. We stream usually to the YouTube. So among the things that I have done for my online, allow me to maybe show you in a snippet here kidogo so that you get to tuende pamoja. Wow, this stream using the phone to the vMix can a lot of challenges. Anyway, we'll just sort it the way it is. Besides, I'm still experimenting on it. I'll get a hand of it. So this is the streaming software. As you can see also at this point now, if everyone was to sing, the most I could get would be maybe how many dBs? At a peak of 20, 27, negative 26, 27 there, or 22. But I need to be at negative 18, so that when now the one that is set for the YouTube comes in, it doesn't compress my audio out of audibility. So I'll come here. There is an automatic gain control, but I will not want to use that at the moment. So I have some plugin here that I use. Now, you can see here at -20 at peaks. So I needed to hit at least -18. Wewe ni Mungu, wewe ni Mungu, wewe hakika ni Mungu. So I'm getting -18. Such clean, no hissing sound, no clipping, comfortably hitting 18 dBs. So I have my mastering chain. So on this chain, I have an EQ. This is an analog EQ. That is this one. And then it goes into the imaging and exciter. So this is the dynamics. So I have my bass set to about, my lows are hitting at 283 hertz, thereabout, if you can see. And my mids are to about 2.6K. And then the highs, these ones I can maybe increase kidogo so that they cater for these. So my mids should be about to 3.5 there, K, and then the highs take on from there. Other than that, I have, I'm not using the reverb because I already have reverb from the mixer. My stereo imaging, I have it set for stereo. So you can see from the graph, it's telling me that this is slightly to the left of my ear. And that is okay because I'm actually, if you can see from the mixer, I have my system set right and left. So I guess my, if I were to mute my left, you would see that my left is gone. But if I unmute it, there it tells you it is there. So it is not totally to the left, it is slightly to the left. And I have my right, which I've not worked on yet. So we are only setting the left one first. I get the left one, then I will work on the right one. So this is my stereo imaging. What it only does, it widens areas that I need widened. Let me do it practically so you can maybe hear. For instance, my mid seem to be far in the background and they are one-sided. So if I were to enlarge, I'm doing it to the extreme so that you can hear it and maybe you can see. So if you listen, if you're using headphones, you can hear the sound is a little bit fuller, but you would not want it to be this extreme because you can imagine this is one microphone. If you have all the 10 of them or the 9 or the 8 going that full in one direction, it will be catastrophic. So you can also play around with your high ends and also your low ends. But also you need to take care that they don't cancel out. I'm changing the graph here so you can be able to see. Let me do it to the extreme. So if I have that to that extreme, you can see that now there are points where it's cancelling out. So you will not have such a good dynamic. Do not have it extreme. It's just mild for the sake of having it just ijae hapo, usikuwe na too much na usikuwe na too little that your sound ina sound konda sana online. So that mtu mwenye anatumia ufa kwa nyumba na mwenye anatumia home theater na kuna wenye anatumia headphones or earphones wana get a good full sound. So that's it for the stereo imaging. I also have the exciter. This is just it pulls up some of the frequencies that I want the same way. So you see I have my low, mids and highs. So I can decide to overly pull up my highs, which notice it brings a lot of sibilance. If I do that, the S's and the T's become quite annoying kwa masikio. So you can have your mids kidogo to make it sound that exciting to the ears. Then I have the final equalizer. This one is a digital EQ. And I have set it for sibilance removal because I do not have a de-esser, and I'm using this mastering in vMix. Kuna zile plugins, they don't work well in vMix. I think VS3 or VS2. I'm not sure whether I'm using VS2 or 3. But if I were using something like Ableton, then I would have de-essers, so I'll not be this extreme. But this helps to take away the T's and the S's to make sound isikue harsh kwa masikio. So that's all that I have in my mastering sequence. Now that is there and set, now you can come back and go to here and then do an automatic gain control. This one comes with vMix. I have nothing to do. You can choose to not use this, but use this. If I increase, you can hear me. But what the challenge I've found with this one is that when people get loud, and more so during singing, things get really, really loud. You have to come back here and keep adjusting based on what is happening. So I prefer using this one. When it is too hot, it compresses. When it is too low, it brings it up. So you never get to miss with that. So right now, I'm speaking very, very, very softly. Allow me to show you while it works. So if I'm to remove it, you will probably not hear me so well. But if I am to click it, you see it brings my voice very to that considerably audible level. So you can hear me well, and I don't have to keep adjusting this one. So if there are instruments that are loud, then it brings them down. If there are things that are down, it brings them up, giving you a standard mix. But then there is a challenge. If, for instance, You have a keyboardist that wants to play volume ikiwa way too hot, it will cause your mix to be squashed because that's an overall use of compression. Hatujaiweka kwa a specific channel. So it also calls for discipline from whoever is playing or the instrumentalist or whoever is using the microphone. The more you shout, the more it compresses. I prefer you just signal the technician that your microphone you feel is low and let him adjust the level and the sensitivity of the microphone to be audible both for you and for the congregation. And that way it will not squash the whole idea of music. But I know there are softwares that are out there that are good for that. And some of you, najua kwa comments mutakuja na why not use Ableton. I have, or I initially tried to use it, but as I said in the beginning, niko na very small kids here. Now having them to learn how to balance Ableton and also come do the vMix and also learn how to do the XR, it might lead to chaos. And given the fact that I see their dedication and interest, I would rather train them bit by bit. When they get to that level that they can now incorporate Ableton, I'll still do the setup for them and then they learn from there. But at some point I did use Ableton, and trust me, the sound was awesome. I could have precise delays for precise microphone. Like currently, the delay that I'm using, as you've noticed, I cannot do much with it. I just have to have it there. But if I were using Ableton, I could adjust vitu kama side chaining and the so on, so that when he speaks there is no delay, but when he stops it comes in, inafanya sound inakuwa cleaner than having constant repetition. So that's one of the challenge, but we grow each time, we grow through it. Na tunashukuru Mungu. So that done, I want to believe that we are now somewhere. So the only other thing that I maybe have to do on that microphone, allow me to take you back again. So we have done the two effects. There is an effect here that sijawasha, and this one is more so it makes my microphone pop to the front or come to the front, because let me give you an example. If we were to do the reverb equal to extreme, like that, you see now the reverb sends my microphone to the back of the mix. So if I were to bring it forward, I would use this one. So this effect that I have on this channel is the stereo imager. So it allows me to bring forward. So if I am to do this to the extreme, you can hear that. Let me adjust here. Sorry, this one. So if I am to send this signal to my channel here, it brings it forward without clipping it. What do I mean? kuna that time that you hear that the effect is way too much, but ukiongeza volume it only adds to the effect. And the only thing I've used ni ku add that channel to this effect channel, so that this effect channel I can have it shaped to however I want the standard voice to be. Let me switch this off and this so that you can hear. You hear that the sound is clean. Imetoa all the sibilance. I've shaped my lows and my mids, so the sound is clean. So if I want now to have now that effect, so if I add the effect, I can control the effect without having to kill my sound. Let me put it on one side so that you can get to hear the effect. So this is the left side from my headphones. So if the effect is too high, you barely, if the instruments are playing, the drums and all that, the lead mic will be sent to the background. So instead of having that, that's why I have this channel now, bring it forward, so that I can have my effect on a standard level. So if I'm to do without that, na sijaeka effect to the extreme, nimeweka tu standard so that you and me can be comfortable listening to it. If I now do a proper balancing of the two, you see, I don't have to now struggle to push my mics forward. But if there is need, I can simply come and I'll just push them forward to front of the mix while still retaining the effects on the background. And that makes for a good lead mic. Otherwise, the other effect, I'm currently not using it on vocals, but naitumia I'm using it in the drums. So I've added it as an insert in the kick channel and the toms, because I wanted to have a certain kind of tone. So I've used that effect on that. Other than that, I'll just use the same kind of setup and tuning to have the other channels come to that level. But the only thing that I'll not be able to do is to have the delay on all the microphones, because it can be annoying. So I only have the delay on my lead channel, not on all the microphones. So iko kwa lead peke yake, and then the rest I just use a little bit of reverb. I hope this has been helpful to you. If you've followed, consider kuambia mtu mwingine about it, share it out, and tukue pamoja. Let us grow the same. I know I'm not the best out there. I also keep learning. I keep trying, and the little I get, I share, so that my team is at par. Usually on Sunday, it's quite hectic for me. so I barely get to sit with them during the service. So I entrust them with it, and after the service we do a correction. Pali nilisikia walienda astray or walifanya too much, and pole I know they'll be better than me. Someone once told me a good leader ensures that the one who succeeds you becomes successful, and the one after him. So I'll do my best to ensure that I give them the best, so that they can give the next generation the best, and even the generation to come. I might not be the best, but all the best that I have I will share. So asante sana for being the part of this. And if you need my services, do not hesitate. You can reach out. We can try and sort 1, 2, or 3. Most of my friends are Anglicans. Na unajua sisi, when it comes to PA, neema ijefikisha wengi, so we are still struggling. But our churches, so far nimeona a few digital mixers, considering that this church has the 18 size, like a small one. I have seen 2 or 3 others, and maybe 32 or 64, and kuna midas somewhere. I'm yet to experience it or to use it, but it's an experience. So maybe next time I'll do a video on how I balance my microphones, the BGV, like the ones I have here. I've marked them with red. This is for the sopranos. So usually to create space in my mix, I try to pan one to the right and one to the left, not fully, but slightly. Kuna zile vitu I pan to the right and to the left to ensure that the mix is not clouded or imejaa vitu. So next time I'll make a video of that. Mungu awabariki sana na muwe na siku njema yenye fanaka. Thank you for joining.